Tonight we're going to talk about who the hell knows, but we do know that we love our waifus. This is the OSMcast. So here we are, in a hotel room in Atlanta, during SeishunCon, which we might be talking about. We'll talk about who knows what we're talking about. The fact is that you need a podcast this Monday, released today, whenever this releases.
Yeah.
Because we committed to having podcasts released every other week. And so far, we've been keeping up, and we're going to keep on keeping up, and even if there's been 2 freaking cons this month, and I'm still dead tired from the first one. So, hi folks, I'm Basil.
I'm Kevin.
And with us is...
Dylan.
From...
Chainsaw Buffet.
Thank you. And you are?
Nico.
From...
MTAC.
And...
CultureSmash.tv.
And...
And Tennessee, the best state in the union.
Damn straight.
I'm from Tennessee, and...
We're better than Georgia and Alabama.
Okay.
Alright, Charlie, out. I'll accept that.
Okay, let's keep the peace here.
Better than Alabama, except for the Huntsville part.
Okay, I'll accept that too.
I'll accept that.
Charlie, talk.
Guess what? I'm Charlie.
Alright, hi Charlie. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent.
Excellent.
And?
Jonathan, also from MTAC, and also perhaps Davidson County area is just the better part of Tennessee.
That's true.
Maybe that's it.
It is the best part of Tennessee.
Disagree.
It's
If you disagree, it's okay to be wrong.
It's an ugly, horrible place.
No.
Obviously, you've never visited East Tennessee. It's okay.
I have been to
It's a
East.
you
beautiful
have.
place, but also...
I've seen Squidbillies once or twice.
That
That's
happens
set
in
in
Georgia.
Georgia.
But it was filmed in Tennessee.
You do know how cartoons work, right?
No, tell us.
I don't know either. I was hoping you could.
Well, when an animator and a piece of paper love each other very much.
To be honest, we're not too
They
far
create a
off from
waifu.
William Street. We could probably go ask them.
Wait, hold on. Let's get back to the core of this. And why do we love our waifus? What is this about?
Waifus.
Alright, so we are here at SeishunCon. It is Saturday night. It's past 2:30 in the morning. Of course, that's when we're recording. That's when we record all podcasts when we're at conventions. That's just the way it happens because we're usually too busy being idiots before realizing that, oh wait, we're supposed to record this thing.
I think we've all been to a podcast or a convention before. We know. You don't do anything till after 2.
Yeah, pretty much. That's where all the magic happens.
I just woke up about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, really. I mean, the alarm's about to go off. I was a little early.
Blood orgies haven't even started yet.
No, not yet.
So this is going to be in no way an official review of Seishun. I know the guys who run this con way too well to be even remotely.
Although, if you look on YouTube, you can find Basil's real opinions on SeishunCon.
There's a video of Basil already on YouTube by whenever this airs.
It's been there for like years now.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I know this one.
I'm sure you do.
It's the one that Drew refuses
Honestly, it's getting to the point where
acknowledge.
most cons I go to, I really should be offering
This was whenever you were
remotely
an official-
professional opinions. But
This was when you were an official speaking voice of Session, if I remember right.
He claimed to be.
No, I think he was. I mean,
Yeah, we're guaranteeing.
That is a bit
what we're
fuzzy.
saying, Basil, we're guaranteeing you have to link to the video in the podcast notes.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, earlier we were doing some of the things that might have been mentioned in that video.
Some of them.
But not getting high, although Kevin is high off cocaine.
I am high off of cocaine. The energy drink. I hope. I think I'm tripping balls over here. You put anything in that energy drink, Basil?
What was that?
You put anything in that energy drink, Basil?
No.
More energy.
Okay.
That
More
energy.
energy.
He actually took energy out of the energy drink.
So that's just a drink.
But anyways, they have an amazing arcade setup here.
That they do.
Even though we're not talking about
We're not really talking about the... Well, it's important to the waifu story.
Yeah.
It is important to the waifu
They've got a lot
story.
of fighting games, but they've also got a couple of match.
Couple of
games.
match-
Oh yeah,
games.
we've really found Dylan's.
Oh no, Charlie is like the tri-state Bust a Move champion.
What was the game you were playing?
I don't know.
We heard
It's
you
some
were-
Japanese game.
You were
Fred
playing
Savage and the
Magical
Wizard
Drop.
at that.
Magical Drop.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna have to remember that. 'cause I'm
Fred
gonna have to
Savage
look
and the
that one up.
Wizard.
I only said Fred Savage because I don't know the actual good at video games kid from the Wizard.
I don't think anyone knows that kid's name.
other guy.
He didn't have a career. Not that Fred Savage had much of a career after that. And after Wonder Days,
Hey, he was the adjunct professor from Boy Meets World. I mean, which now is Girl Meets World. 20 years later. I'm old.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, no.
But so this arcade was from some group called Widaka, which is really weird since last time I'd ever heard of the name Widaka was for a video game group during 808.6, which is weird because I decided to join 808. Like I went to 808.5, the first ever anime con. I decided I was on the staff because that seems like a really cool thing to do. Well, look, I was young and stupid.
yeah.
Well, staff,
Now
you're
he's
getting
old
the
and
con for
stupid.
free.
And I get there with my like video game system, and the room was filled with like open beer cans, and people just lazing around. They grabbed my system, they cataloged it, and they're like, "All right, you're good. We don't need you for staff. Just go have the con on us." And I'm like, "But I wanted to work. But what are you doing? I came here to work to make this con good, and you're just kicking. You're taking what?" And so I didn't staff a con again forever until I became a director for a startup con. Weird. But then I come into this arcade thing, and it really is an arcade. And I see the Widaka banner, and I'm like, they still exist?
And they're professional looking.
And
now.
they're really professional looking now. The entire room is filled with actual arcade cabinets. Probably straight from Japan, totally unexpected. Not kid stuff, only it's full of kid stuff. And it's more or less like a late 90s, treasure trove of, early digital gaming, as it were. They had like the Capcom JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game. They had the first Tekken Tag.
Marvel versus Capcom, something or other.
Capcom versus SNK. But one of the things that, our Chainsaw Boys, they finally discovered their esports, which are Japanese match 3 games.
Woo!
Charlie was kicking some butt on Bust a Move.
I'm like a super Amadeus at Bust a Move.
The
Which is-
balls always go where he wants them.
Except when they don't, and then they still work out for him in the end.
Such a messed up physics system. If anyone can understand it, I don't even understand that.
But that's okay. You understood perfectly Magical Drop.
Perfectly is an overstatement. I don't think anyone's capable of that. But
It's
I gotta
the
go
only
some-
game you can lose and win.
yeah, I don't even know how that worked.
Sometimes we would declare you both lose, but one portrait would be happier and in color.
Color.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
still
know.
don't get that.
And then
You're gonna get a group of people playing that, and it kind of does get as intense as any esport.
A group of people.
group
Like
of-
we were all standing around those games
Oh, yeah.
at some point watching other people play.
It's true. Spectators do become part at some
And
point.
then there's Super Waifu Wars, whatever. It's one of the Tokimeki Memorial games, but Super Waifu Wars. Because you just sit down, there's all these pictures of these little Japanese schoolgirls, and it's like, well, pick your waifu.
Does Super Waifu Wars have a lot of wives from other different anime franchises, and you have to use them in a tactical combat situation?
No, that's Super Heroine Chronicles, which is only so-so, sadly.
I
But
thought this was just like a Super Robot Wars gag, but
it is.
apparently this exists.
It's a game that sort of fills that niche, yes. It's like, it's just assorted semi-harem shows, like you get Familiar of Zero and Symphogear and Infinite Stratos and Digikara and a couple other things, and they're just kind of randomly all the girl characters out of it in a tactical strategy game. Super Sonico. It's not anyone like if you said like a game full of magical heroines in a strategy game, it's like none of the ones you would pick.
Yeah, I was... When you were going through that list, I just kept thinking,
Except for maybe
sounds horrible.
Except for maybe Simple Gear, because I like Simple Gear, but I'm the only one. So...
But I think the game is, and this is just according to our friend Neil, it might be Tokimeki Memorial Taisen Puzzle-Dama.
That could be it. Sure, why not?
Or he might have made up that name. I'm not sure.
Bad Neil.
But it could be that game. It certainly seems like it. It plays very similar to Puyo Puyo. Again, another match 3 where it's always a versus game where you're always fighting against somebody else, where you're both dropping various blocks and you're trying to drop more blocks onto the other person by making more combos on your side.
Except for sometimes the game just seems to decide you just need more things dropped on your side anyways. Mm-hmm. Or we just don't understand it yet, which is a real possibility.
I do like it's got this weird mechanic where certain blocks will come down instead of being like little balls that you can match, they'll be hearts, and you have to match something next to them to open them up. And so you get these really crazy chains going.
One of those games where you're
Even
almost
if you're
at the
new.
top, if you start turning it around, you will almost inevitably rack up amazing combos and destroy the other guy.
I really hope you have a listener that knows this game fiercely and is like, I can't believe these guys don't know the name of this game, and they're just going off the rails.
Hey, I'm like there's a short green-haired swimmer girl, there's a blue-haired chick who's a mad scientist. It's got 2 of my bases covered.
And I picked Yellow Ribbon Schoolgirl because she was easily the
Yeah,
greatest.
there's a little girl with a dog,
It's a well-known stereotype.
That dog is
That
creepy
dog is
as
scary.
hell.
Like when that dog sets off, it's yappy, yappy, bark, bark. Like it's really distracting.
Yes, it is.
Even-
And it looks like a demon, which is, like how Daryl Surratt sees dogs at all times.
Yes.
This was that dog.
Well, I've been able to pull it off myself, but Mad Scientist chick, like you rack up a big enough combo, she summons a giant robot.
Otherwise, she just attaches like jumper cables to your testicles or something.
Like that, it's a weird game, but it's engrossing.
And John's
You
amazing
just-
at it,
You just want to
apparently.
play round after round of it.
He is a natural.
You need to start up like a match 3 league. So it's like fighting games have their thing, League of Legends and all that. Match 3.
Okay, Basil, it's time to start up a counter group to like the Huntsville fighting game guys.
Twitch plays match 3. It'll be awful.
It'll be the match 3 games. The match 3 game league.
Wow.
Let's play match 3.
They ever get all these
Democracy.
filthy casuals that play as Candy Crush Saga and
It's like, that's who
That'd
you
be
tell to
depressing.
get the fuck out.
What would be the instructions for some sort of crowdsourced casual pay to win? Like, buy gyms, buy 9. Like, just
Bye, Jim's done.
well, I mean, Candy Crush did it. I mean, it is a standard match 3 game. Only eventually the game is designed around some point where you cannot win unless you give the money. And by that point, you've apparently been hooked. I don't know. I've never played the game, never installed it.
Neither.
So many people send me requests on Facebook. F them.
I've become horrendously attached to the dirty casual game known as Clash of Clans. It's I've not been the pay to win sort. I am tried and true, work my ass off for very little. But yes, it's a dirty place.
We can attest it is a dirty obsession of his.
Yeah.
Well, when I reach the point where it's pay now, do not post all your embarrassing pictures to all your friends' walls.
No, I don't do that. Don't worry.
So you need to funnel all this into a proper game that you should be addicted to, like Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, you're right. FIFA 14. That would be a good one. Final Fantasy. Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah.
I just added an I in there.
All right.
first choice is the better
I know
choice.
what we're getting into. World Cup talk go.
Ole, ole, ole.
So how about...
Bosnia Herzegovina.
Hopefully by the time this releases, USA is still in it.
Yeah, hopefully. When's this releasing?
How about that epic Bosnia-Nigeria game?
Well, I guess people will know by then.
Bosnia Herzegovina versus Nigeria.
Man, it's all about
Battle of
Japan
Princes.
versus Greece.
I actually did watch part of that game.
Like, we were actually listening to it on the way up, where we had these 2 snarky, like, British commentators, where things like, they were like, Japan nil, what's the other Greece nil. Get
Greece,
used to the
heard
word
of
nil. You're going to hear it a lot.
I thought that was soccer, just in general.
Yes.
Well, the scores do start at 0-0.
I think I left off
they
watching
stay
it at
there.
like the
They stay
70-something minute mark, and it was still 0-0. And there was a lot of whining on the field. Every time anybody went down, it looked like they were throwing a tantrum.
I don't mean to be condescending to the Rising Sun, but both of their games have been quite poor. The Greece game was worse than the first game, but they haven't had a good group stage.
I really need Japan to do well, because the better they do, the better chances I get for awesome sports anime to come out of it about soccer.
You're right. You will.
Like, it's completely selfish, and I'm part Greek, so I really should be rooting for the other sucky team, apparently, which is Greece, but man...
Greece has some banking situations to figure out first. I think.
But if they could just win all the money from the World Cup, they could save their nation.
That's true.
That how that
There's
works?
the storyline for an anime.
Right.
Or to be honest,
Or an
they-
80s movie.
Or they could have just got all the money that was spent to build the stadiums for the World Cup. They probably could save their nation.
If there was a way for Greece to get Brazil to hand them all that money, you're right. They should do that.
Heist movie involving a soccer team.
Heist anime.
Heist anime
There you
involving
go.
a soccer team.
It solves your anime problem too. There's a soccer anime and a heist movie, and it gets Greece money.
Just
so-
make it a Lupin the Third movie. Be
There
done
you go.
with it.
Yes.
Who would do the voice acting?
Lupin the
American
third place
release.
soccer.
Well, Richard Epcar, obviously,
Yeah,
that's at
yeah, yeah.
SeishunCon.
Yeah.
The
So
con
Well,
of
there is the
summer
Kamen Rider.
youth.
There is the Kamen Rider movie that's going to be soccer themed coming out. That's going to be about soccer players and Kamen Rider. It's happening.
are you
It's for
pandering to
real.
this table, or is that a thing?
No, that's for real.
Really?
It's for real. It's a Kamen Rider guy movie.
I hope it's called Kamen Rider Penalty Kick. That would be penalty kick to the jaw.
Like I've seen them like the Gaim
I
cast
would watch-
transform playing soccer.
I would watch the crap out of that.
Yeah, you're right. I would
It's
totally,
coming. Give it like 6 months and it'll probably somebody will fans of it.
I would pollute my hard drive with Kamen-Rider-penalty kick to the hard drive.mp4 for sure.
Like that's the thing that's going to happen.
That's
It's insane.
encouraging.
I guess, unfortunately, the World Cup will probably be well and over by the time you can actually see it.
You know there's more to soccer games beyond the World Cup, right?
Oh,
Not right
No,
now.
I don't know that.
Not for,
Americans.
not for the next month.
There's elementary school ASO soccer. There's the World Cup. Nothing in between.
So NBC Sports signed an amazing deal and brought all Premier League English soccer to America. Not all, but Premier League, the top level, to America this year. But Fox Sports is bringing German Bundesliga games next year. So it's just more and more. I mean, every year it seems like we're getting more and more soccer, football.
Where's my Dutch soccer? I need Dutch soccer.
Eredivisie. Yes.
But playing in those wooden shoes is so difficult.
It's so hard, you know, and you know, at halftime they just have gingerbread cookies, and it's not the same.
That's tough.
You need the sliced oranges that
They need
my
oranges.
mom used to make
Oranges
before.
and Capri Sun, yeah.
Shut up. Wait a minute. Quit looking at Charlie. Oh, God.
No, but Eredivisie would be that's a real thing. That would be cool. They're mostly it's kind of like the equivalent of watching like college football in the United States. You know, like young kids growing up. It's good. Anyway, God, I want an orange slice now. So, what about Richard Epcar? He would voice your.
He'd voice
soccer
something.
anime?
I mean, he's.
Voice all the characters.
I'd cast
Screw
Richard
it.
Epcar, and if I was any anime I was responsible for, I would cast Richard Epcar as someone.
If I had to arbitrarily choose any three people with no predetermination of who they'd be, I would absolutely choose Richard Epcar, Micah Solusad, and Ellen Stern. I don't know why, but I would definitely choose them.
To complete Lupin Bingo, Epcar still needs to do Fujiko. He still needs to play Fujiko to complete Lupin Bingo. He's.
It could happen.
It could
You
happen.
want to tell us about your experience with the SeishunCon guests that we have here this week?
They exist.
That's true. That's a fact. We've seen them with our own eyes.
Yeah, it says.
I have not.
Micah's as
Micah,
arrogant
yeah.
as ever. It's Micah Solia swag is getting out of hand. Like just totally blowing people off.
Is there a hashtag in the middle of his last name?
Probably.
So you hashtag swag.
I'm certain there is.
I'm certain.
So you
He's-
swag could be its own hashtag.
He's king of the YOLO swaggies now, and nothing can stop his ego. It's running unchecked. He won't even give people street passes anymore. It's just,
Do you even know what a street pass is?
sure.
He's
Try to give
the
him
one
follow-up
person
questions.
that's turned the Wi-Fi off on their 3DS.
I think so. That's how bad it's gotten. It's It's sad. Thinks he's better than everybody.
If only you hadn't asked him if he even lift.
It was my mistake for
Pushed
asking.
him over the edge.
He started lifting.
Yep.
And
He became a bro dude.
It all went downhill from there.
Yeah.
You've just been making mistakes all weekend.
I have.
So what other mistakes have you made this weekend?
He got me bit.
But I didn't bite him. To be
entirely clear.
I would. I'm just saying I didn't. It was an accident, and I'm sorry.
An accident that involved the specific words, you should bite him.
You know...
You don't know your own power, Charlie.
I am used to people not listening to me, so it came as quite a shock.
Well, now that you're a shadow broker...
True, I can get people work.
Shadow broker.
I get people jobs.
This is like the banking edition of Kingdom Hearts. Is that what
No. This has nothing to do with his actual
When you draw the
job.
shadow broker, do you have to discard the courtesan from your hand when you get
I
the
think
shadow
so,
broker?
yes.
Is that okay?
Sorry, I immediately went to Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if we've mentioned I'm from MTAC. We throw 5 of those a year.
I thought it was 7.
7.
5 all ages,
We're
2
being ambitious
18
next
plus.
year. Yes, we have 2 18 plus Kingdom Hearts panels.
Yeah, but it was M-Type. Middle Tennessee Kingdom Hearts 7 panels convention.
I'll ask a character. It's great.
2 of them are skits.
Middle
Come on.
Tennessee, ask a character.
The 18 plus ask a character gets awkward.
Which, that's the thing. I mean, SeishunCon is going to become Ask a Character Con. Drew said so. He was very clear that he wanted all of the Ask a Character panels.
Even canceling some other
troll.
Now, leave poor Drew alone.
No, I'm just saying, that's what he said
It's
he
rough
wanted.
out in this world of Ask a Character panels everywhere. As far as the eye can see, no matter what kind you go to.
It's tough scheduling a con.
I had some friends at HamaCon. They went to the character Attack on Titan panel on Sunday, and they didn't know what kind of panel it was. They just like Attack on Titan. And then so they went, and then suddenly all these little girls came up all in cosplay to ask people characters, and they're like, what?
And they literally bit their arms off.
What is this? They came to be like, I thought it was like the industry or something like on how this was made, and they were just asking questions and giving their own answers. I'm like, yeah, that's how anime cons work
They were
nowadays.
trying to bite their finger and turn into a titan so they could trash the room themselves, but it didn't work.
So they had all go to the hot
Wait, are
tub.
you going to become a Lauren?
My HamaCon review in 4 bullet points was Plinko gambling, plushies on go-karts, the best Pokemon trivia I've ever seen, clearly. Thank you.
God.
And chalk art. That's how I see HamaCon, pretty much. It
What was
great.
the last one?
Chalk art.
There was Plinko
All
gambling?
right.
I missed that.
Pachinko.
Oh, Pachinko.
I'm sorry.
I
Pachinko.
don't think there was actually gambling involved.
No. You got house money, and you could reinvest it to get more, and then yes, there was house gambling. Yeah. It wasn't real gambling. Fake money for plushies and candy.
And hookers and blow.
Speaking of which, this podcast brought to you by cocaine, wherever that went.
And hookers.
Brought to you by Charlie, because Charlie's got to make do somehow.
Hookers and blow.
So,
And a bathrobe.
Yeah.
And cheer wine. Cheer wine.
Do you mind if I ask the podcast a crazy question that I brought up earlier today?
Yes.
We were just sitting around.
Cheer wine con, go.
Cheerwine con go. Yes.
Who wants Cheerwine
Doesn't have to do
con?
with Cheerwine. Unless we get into a crazy tangent, we can get there. This is a soul-searching philosophical question. You ever go to the grocery store and you go to the frozen treats aisles, and they have popsicles, and they are assorted by cherry, orange, lime, blue raspberry, etc. And then there's a separate box of 12 banana popsicles. Why?
4 eggs, Graham Martha Stewart.
This isn't the let out philosophical discussion I was expecting. You just had the right answer after that.
Remember, kids, Martha Stewart is a convicted felon. 4 eggs.
I always see that meme go around. It's her and Snoop Dogg making cookies, and it's like one of these is a convicted felon. And I don't want to be that guy, but I do want to be that guy. So I always comment, even if it's 5,000 comments of like totally inept people, and say something like, "Nope, both are convicted felons. It's just funny both ways, though. But,
But you're right. It's weird that you can buy a box of just banana popsicles.
yeah.
I could go for banana popsicle.
No, cherry. I want 12 cherry popsicles. That was
Oh
my
man,
point.
cherry's so
Either
good.
of those is fine.
Cherry's
Having
so
a
good.
popsicle is better than not having a popsicle.
No,
Right.
not if it's
So
orange.
like, this is
Not
a
if it's
first
orange.
world problem.
Not if it's orange.
You live in Knoxville or close.
That's at least
What does that
second
have to do
world.
with?
I'm pretty. Well, aren't you obligated by birth to like orange? I thought that was a thing.
Oh, no, we're not.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to Knoxville, Tennessee, Rocky Top, smoky things, whatever. Everything is painted orange and white.
I don't know
Everything.
what that means.
The entire city of Knoxville is actually painted orange and white.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Dylan and Charlie actually have to wash the paint off themselves before they
The
leave the city.
stoplights are orange, white, and orange. It's really confusing. I don't know how they
A
get it.
lot of accidents.
Yeah, it's weird.
Really bad roadways.
So top orange.
Everybody knows what it means.
Guys, let's compromise. Let's get dreamsicles. How about that?
Okay. Top orange is go. Bottom orange is stop. Or maybe it's the other way around. Oh,
No,
well.
it's orange is go, white is go, orange is also go.
Because it's always go orange.
Orange is
Big
the
orange.
last orange is
Big
like riot because we either like the coach and he left, or
Okay.
we don't like the coach and I don't know.
No more cocaine. There's
Football.
bugs under my skin.
Sports ball.
I'm sure this is getting a lot more sports discussion than you typically get.
Yeah, it depends on the day. if we count
Yes.
sports anime.
If we're gonna add that in, I just want to. There was a time earlier we were talking, and I literally would say 7 associated words to a sports anime, and Basil, it was this one, it was this one, it was this one. It
Do we
was
have a demonstration?
yes, I believe if I was remembering and just to recreate it, what was that baseball anime where he's got a? It's not just baseball. He's gambling. He has to do certain things.
It's 1 ounce.
I'm sorry?
It's 1 ounce.
1 ounce, yeah. So,
Dude, blonde hair, spiky hair. Yeah.
yeah, there's like a female manager, I think. Maybe if I remember right. But there was another one. There's 2 brothers. One of them's really good at sports. The other one's not so much, and it follows the not so much good at sports.
Yeah, it's touch.
Touch, okay. But we don't watch... If you told me anything, if I learned anything from this
Oh,
conversation...
yeah, you don't watch the 2 made-for-TV movies.
We don't watch
They're
made-for-TV
terrible.
movies.
The first one's kind of
course.
but the second one's garbage. Just like RYBY. That bullshit.
We're recreating it now, but this legitimately happened. We're all just standing around in a room, and the questions came up, and it was as if breathing air. Basil's just like, yeah, touch. Watch a lot of
pretty-
sports anime. And I'm
pretty
just like,
fantastic.
Yes, I do. Because you can actually get it a lot of it nowadays. It's weird.
But what about that rowdy sumo wrestler guy?
But that's the name of the show. Like, rowdy sumo wrestler guy. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Or it might be his name in there somewhere,
Or-
but it's...
For another wrestling anime, sort of. How about I Want to Be the Strongest?
Is that enough dropping for you? Get out. Out. Oh my god.
guys, watch party. Let's watch it together. What's it called?
Oh, I think it's like I Want to Be the Strongest in the World or something. It's shit.
Isn't that every fighting
it's
anime?
shit. It's shit. It's absolute
Every anime
shit.
ever?
Wait, did you say every fighting anime? I'm pretty sure there's a large
No,
section
it's
of successful
oh
fighting
god,
anime.
this was
Yes, but I want to be
a
the
season or
strongest in
2
the
ago.
world.
It was like a season or 2
Good point.
ago. It's like about an idol singer who gets talked into doing a pro wrestling like promo event, and she gets her ass kicked by a real wrestler. So she's like, "I'm going to be a wrestler." And on the surface, that's like, okay, I could get behind that show. It's weird, but I get behind it. It's just an excuse to show 2 women in compromising positions, like their crotches in each other's face.
I can't imagine an anime would ever do anything
I
like
know,
that.
right?
I'm still confused about why you don't like it.
If I've learned anything, that is what we know as plot. Plot.
It's character development.
and plot. Yeah.
Crotch face is plug.
We've seen these 2 characters grow closer to each other.
Do you mind if I bring up a classic that's not really classic from 2 years ago? You'll love it.
Oh boy.
I didn't see this movie for a long time. A couple of years. And
Oh.
then Nico brought it over. And it's slightly related to sports. If you count racing. So I saw Redline recently.
Yes. Good stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
I've always wanted to win by a spoiler pompadour. But it was good.
I don't think it was a spoiler. I think the moment you saw it, you pretty much knew that was going to happen.
He's gonna win by a pompadour.
I think actually that happened. I think you said that really early on.
Oh yeah, I did actually. Actually, I remember Lauren coming in and saying, "Why is this girl just sitting in her hotel room eating strawberries topless? This is gratuitous," or something of that fashion. And I said, if you were in a hotel room and you had strawberries and you're by yourself, wouldn't you just be kind of chilling out, like not caring, eating strawberries? I mean, like.
I love that scene because she's sitting there watching TV, topless, and she's like, sees her own spot on TV, and it's like, oh god, I have to put the camera right in my ass, you know. And she's there topless on the screen, and it's a nice little bit. That movie, rewatch it a couple times. It's secretly deeper than it seems.
I've seen that movie several times.
Is it secretly deeper every time?
The other day, a place that one can stop it and buy games.
Can they power up there?
I'm sure they can power up all the players. Buy, sell games and more.
Buy and more, he means Amiibos coming in a few months. Buy Amiibos.
Or cell phones, tablets, cell phones, tablets.
Has there ever been one person that's bought a cell phone from a Stop at Games?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, people buy it from Walmart.
So anyways, I had some people I know were already there, but then a guy comes in and he's talking, and he's a regular, so I mess with him all the time, but he was having real problems playing Choco Racing in Final Fantasy VII, and I'm like, dude, just chill out, kick back, watch Redline, get the feeling of going fast again, and go race. And he's like, awesome, what's it called, Redline? And get on that, it's not like Netflix or like YouTube, or it's like really cheap online. It's like, oh, okay, I'll leave it. And then the other customer turned to me and goes, did you just work Redline into that conversation? Did you just do that? And I'm like, yeah, like, did he know about it? No, I just he wanted to go fast, and so it's a good going fast, show movie.
Going fast and with an apostrophe.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Not to correct you, but perfect Blu-ray movie in my opinion. It's
gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. No, it is.
I believe it was actually Daryl Surratt who said this, but I'm going to repeat it. There's literally not a frame of that movie you can't freeze it on, and it makes a perfect background for your computer.
Strawberry newscast scene to be one.
Yes.
Could be. Just not on your computer when you're going to run just not when you're going to run a panel that's not 18 plus.
It was a good movie.
Very imaginative. Japan did not like it nearly as much as they should have. But yeah.
Did he get better at the Choco Racing?
I never asked.
You didn't follow up. You're not powering up the players.
Yeah. This is horrible customer service.
Yeah.
It's true.
One just assumes he had to if he actually followed instructions and watched Redline.
If he did watch the movie, he must be better.
You're right.
Well,
By now.
At least his life is more enriched if he at least watched the movie.
That's true.
He somehow found the Pompadour Chocobo.
I wonder if he chose Yuffie or Aerith or Tifa on the Ferris wheel ski lift.
Barrett all the way. Barrett, man.
Barrett, yeah, you're right.
Barrett all the way.
Can't leave any gaps. Tomodachi Life showed you that.
Ferret all the way, man. Ferret all the way.
Damn straight.
Speaking of which, Tomodachi Life is apparently selling extremely well in the United States, better than it was expected to.
Well, that's what happens when you put any sort of effort towards, releasing a game on the 3DS. It can sell, and it's a really neat game. Even if frickin' Kevin stole my girlfriend in the game.
I'm a virtual pimp, what can I say?
All I know about the game is if I search on it on Tumblr, because it's me and my other kin, 14-year-old girls apparently, searched about Tomodachi Life on Tumblr. It's just people making... So there's apparently a concert or orchestra feature where you can, do songs.
Yes.
And it doesn't allow profanity, but if you put, accented letters... then it works fine. So Tumblr is full of shorty wanna F and stuff like that. And it's like all Tomodachi Life on Tumblr.
I never even thought of that. But Tomodachi Life is sort of like, what if you take The Sims and you filter it through a wacky Japanese sitcom or drama or what have you. You take your Miis and you give them personalities and voices, and they're on this island and they hang out and they get into fights and then they have weird dreams and They go
So
to the
it's
park.
Lost.
No, they know where they're there.
There's a city and stuff.
There's a smoke.
No, it makes sense, and they wrap things up.
Just
Yeah.
import my me into your game at your own risk. I will steal your girlfriend.
Game
So it's like
producer
Lost.
J.J. Abrams.
No, it's good.
No, it's good.
I, of course, say this, never watched an episode of Lost.
I haven't either.
I watched an episode of Lost. Exactly one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't grab
Season
me.
5, episode 3. It was really weird and disconnected. I didn't get it. Yes.
And there's a guy who used to be a hobbit in it, and that's all I remember.
Sean Austin.
No,
No,
it's,
one of the less important.
Dominique, what's his last name? It was
Dominic Monaghan?
Yeah, Monaghan.
Yeah,
Circling back to the greatest point in life, sports. He's a big sports fan. He's always on sports. Sports.
Yeah, I forget which one he was, if he was Mary or Pippin, but
Mary. Yeah, he's married.
Mary, yeah,
Because
that's right.
the little guy was Pippin, and he's like, Mary.
I'm sorry, did you say the little guy referring to a hobbit?
Yes. Comparatively, he was the little guy.
They did have an entire argument about which one was taller, so...
Maybe because he was generally speaking the quieter one. Maybe that's why I think of him as the littler one. That's kind of unfair, but
A few
yeah.
months ago, we were having a Dungeons and Dragons session at my apartment, and loved Lord of the Rings series, and I watched it whenever it first came out when I was young. And somebody had made a reference. I think it was you.
It was me.
And they made a reference to what was obviously a Lord of the Rings reference, but whenever it happened, it was something like whenever Gimli and Legolas had their drinking game challenge or whatever. And I was like nodding, like, yeah. No, I don't remember that at all. But I definitely loved this series and watched it. Turns out it was in the extended release, and it was funny because half of us had seen only the theatrical and never revisited it. And I was one of them. And half had seen only the extended, never saw it in theater.
Well, I had seen the theatrical cuts. It's just been so long since I had seen the theatrical instead of the extended that I didn't remember what was extended.
Yeah, it was like a weird place where we had to like connect the dots and be like, oh, this is an extended feature. Some of us have not seen it, some of us have seen it. It was strange. And then it spiraled off into a marathon that week, and it was, or not, maybe not that week, but soon after.
Soon after.
Yeah. It's a long series.
And it does Legion of Smaug, which has 100% more parkour elves and orc commandos than the book, and I think that was an improvement.
Parkour. It had the best water ride of any movie I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
And and one of the dwarves cosplaying the Gundam box guy.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't know. Strangely, book purist, sorry, I kind of liked the movie.
I loved The Hobbit as a book, and I really enjoyed the movie.
I like the movie.
Hell,
They run a little long.
Hobbit was
It's not
legitimately
untrue.
Hobbit was legitimately the book I started learning to read with.
The first movie felt long. The second one didn't have it that much of a problem.
True. The second one was much improved as far as pacing and.
I had popcorn and Junior Mints. I was pretty happy with however long they wanted to make it. I just sat there.
You were just ready.
Yeah, I was happy.
Then
So you will put up with anything if popcorn and Junior Mints are involved.
Then
They
Martin-
are a finite resource.
Then Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch get together, and it's the weirdest Sherlock fan fiction ever.
All I know is when I
you haven't been on the
finally...
internet, have you?
So apparently, in the Lego Hobbit Desolation of Smog game,
Which we've all seen, of course.
there's like a feature in it, like a special unlockable where you can get bad guys funny little hats. So Smog gets a funny little hat. His funny little hat is Sherlock's hat.
Of course.
Wow.
Yeah, I still have yet to see either of the Hobbit movies. When I
Same
went to
here.
go see the first one in theaters, it was already out of theaters.
They're candy.
So I went to go see Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters instead.
Also an excellent
Yes.
decision.
Yeah, I feel that I came out ahead.
I could talk about that movie for at least an hour.
The movie is so fun.
Yeah, it was fun and terrible and fun and
It felt like a
terrible.
that one felt
so
like
the
a
main
D&D
bad
game.
guy in the movie is billed to you as Femke Jensen. You're about to get mean witched for a couple hours, but no. It is indeed diabetes.
Yeah.
Which is the bad guy that's known as the sugar curse in this movie.
It's medieval diabetes.
I loved it when Hawkeye Yes, it's Hawkeye.
Because, yes.
Had to stop in the movie. It's like, hold on, everybody. I've got to put in this injection or else the sugar curse is going to start acting up. And I turned to John in the theater because we saw it together. And I went, did they just give him diabetes?
Battle sequence.
Yes.
Battle sequence. I'm coming at you. Oh, I've lost all my energy. Oh, no. Diabetes. And then he takes a shot of insulin and he's better. The sugar curse has really struck him down. And not to make light of diabetes, it was just I wasn't expecting it in my Hansel and Gretel reenactment. But, I mean, yeah.
That's, in fact, the one element that actually made that movie kind of interesting. Otherwise,
Yes.
more or less did exactly what you thought it was going to do.
Yes.
Except when you don't know what you're to go watch. This is it was a great case of never watch movie trailers if you can help it, because, man, it was I had no clue what I was getting into. They started cursing like motherfuckers, and I was like, wait, is this PG-13 or R?
It's R.
And I looked at Anna, and I'm like, we don't know. We just saw this on a whim.
Did it end up being R?
Yeah, it's R.
It's R.
There's also an
There was
unrated
some
cut
boobages
on
in it,
video.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Some
It's also available on Netflix.
Yeah.
All I remember is being trolled in the movie. If you've seen I don't want to spoiler the grand adventure.
By the way, trolled is an intended pun.
An intended pun. In this movie, there is a troll, and he's a bad guy, or he's given to you as like an anti-hero for a little while. And eventually, Gretel and him are in like some wispy like field meadow together, and they're looking at each other, and they're gonna have an emotional moment where they're bonding or something. And she's like, "What's your name?" And he stares into her soul, into her eyes, and he sits there and calmly says, "Edward."
No. You're not doing it justice. It's like Edward. He's a troll and he can't talk well.
All the Twilight slapped me in the face. I literally face palmed in the movie theater unintentionally. I wasn't even. And then Niko just laughs straight at me
Because it was not a quiet face palming.
He wasn't even looking. It was just, and then he stares at me. That movie was special.
I didn't even make that connection.
I shouldn't have made that connection. My soul's in a terrible place, thanks to Stephanie Meyer.
I unfortunately made that connection for similar reasons.
I haven't seen the movie. Am I the only one here who has
Possibly.
not seen
It's
that movie?
worthwhile, and it's on Netflix.
Watch it.
And Hot Guy's in it.
Hot guy is in it.
Yep. And Phoenix.
And Judge
some
Dredd.
girl that looks a lot like Colby Smulders, but this is not Colby Smulders.
Judge Dredd. Urban's not in it, I don't think. Is he?
Is he?
Wait, then who was the new Dredd?
Carl
Carl
Urban
Urban.
is.
Urban.
But I don't think he's in it.
No.
Wait, then who's Hawkeye?
Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
That's right.
You had Peter Stormare, who was the devil in Constantine.
Now,
Oh yeah.
Constantine.
Dredd, the new Judge Dredd movie, is also on Netflix, and that's also a freaking fantastic movie and should
It
be
is.
watched.
It is.
Go out there and give Carl Urban money for a sequel. He really wants it.
Please.
So we want it too.
He actually had the balls to not take off the mask the whole movie. That was exactly how they should do it.
I've not seen it yet.
It's so
Spoilers, he
good.
doesn't take off the mask.
Did you ever see The Raid?
Yeah, it's unfortunately
Okay.
very similar to The Raid, and they got a similar U.S. release time frame. So
It's not like one copied off the other. It was
No.
just unfortunate timing.
they're
but
just somewhat similar.
The character's stuck in a building, basically having to work his way up all these levels. I know some of the complaints when it came out was that it's kind of video gamey, just because he's going up levels. But that's a BS complaint. It's a fantastic action movie. And it was really good in 3D in the theaters.
It makes me think of Dark Cloud. Or maybe Dot Hack. Either way.
If you have a chance to watch a 3D copy on a 3D TV, I recommend it. It's got very special effects when the use of a drug in the movie that's called slow-mo, which slows down time. So it will slow down effects when those characters use it, and it's central around those characters. And so the camera just glazes over everything. Everything's like bright and colorful and vivid, and everything is in slow motion. And then Dredd knocks down a door and then starts shooting people, and you're seeing them shot in slow motion, and it's gorgeous.
So glad that you explained what the drug called slow-mo does. I was confused.
By the way, John, it slows down time.
Oh!
Spoiler.
Why wasn't it called Max Payne
So it's like,
drug?
so it's like that Matrix thing.
Ah, yes. I think I've heard of it.
Sort of.
The Neo.
Oh,
The red pills.
You know, that's an effect that just hasn't been used as much as it should have since then.
Well, everyone knows Speed Racer invented bullet time.
So what have you guys seen lately? Last week or so. What have you watched?
Anime comics.
Anime.
We talking movies, TV? What
Anything. TV, movies. What have you played? What have you
I saw Maleficent.
Maleficent? You saw some of Maleficent?
No, I saw Maleficent.
You saw all of it.
Okay.
I'm
Opinion?
sorry.
Actually, it wasn't bad.
I didn't like it.
The first 20 minutes or so, I was like, this is not very good.
Oh, I agree with
It's
that.
not very good. But I think it started picking up after about the 20 or 30 minute mark.
The middle of that movie is the best part of that movie. When Angelina Jolie is being Maleficent, that's the best part of that movie.
That is pretty good. But
The beginning is weak, that 20 minutes that you mentioned.
yeah, the beginning is very weak. But
I did not like the ending, but otherwise, Angelina Jolie's Maleficent was really good.
I liked the ending.
It was too sappy and redeeming, in my opinion.
To some extent, yes.
And to be honest, I kind of expected that going in. It just was a bit more than I expected going in.
But I like how they led you to think. They led you to think, okay, now I know where it's going, and then they're like, no, that's not it. But you're right. It was a very sugary, sweet kind of happy
Disney,
ending.
yeah.
Yeah, but it is Disney. But I like how they sort of took the story and just decided, we can.
King Stefan, though, had a badass suit of armor.
Yeah.
It was really impressive costuming.
I have been playing...
Final Fantasy XIV.
Right, which leads us to our Final Fantasy 14 minute.
What do we do during the Final Fantasy 14 minute?
We talk about how great Final Fantasy 14 is, and you should play Final Fantasy 14.
Particularly on the Leviathan server.
This is going to be a
Every time
short
he says
minute.
Leviathan server, you have to take a shot.
There's nothing in there.
Our free company sponsored the con.
Yes, it's totally in our program guide.
So you trying
Because I had room.
Are you trying to get
Was
official
it?
sponsorship?
Yes. If you look at the thing, it says Odin Spear. That's a logo I made for our free company. Yes.
It's our free company.
Yeah, Susie told me about that.
Yeah.
Didn't we look at that and question it?
Probably.
Yes, I seem to remember that specifically.
I've
Are
only
you
raged-
trying to get official sponsorship now?
Yeah.
If you keep mentioning
It's
the
a
game.
fun game. I've only rage quit once.
Man,
Like when we used to go, man, Sony makes fine televisions.
And then they
You can see all the pixels. It's a pretty.
I played WoW and never again. Never again. I can't
But this
do
is like
another
WoW,
one
but
now.
good.
It's- the problem is
like
not
the grind
the,
for 300 hours straight.
probably it's not the game for me. It's the whole MMO.
It's
thing.
people. It's people.
It
That's
actually
what
kind
it
of
is.
is.
If you can't look at the Taru and think they're adorable, then you're a terrible human being.
The Lalafell, thank you very much.
If it was
Taru was Final Fantasy 11 online.
if it was a single player
Okay.
game, it
14?
would be okay.
They called something else.
Lalafell.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just know I'm a big giant chick who is dressed like a sexy librarian because I've got a body for melee classes, but a mind for spellcasting.
As are all librarians. Yes. A body for melee.
That's how I've always thought about you.
And the personality of a bard.
If I remember fondly on Miss Baird from high school, she had a body for melee.
That needs to catch on. She's got a body for melee. I'm gonna start using that. I like this. Did you see her? She got a body for melee. You know what I'm saying?
Can you please try that with your significant other?
I will.
Buddy, I just want you to know.
You got a
You got
body
a
for
body
melee.
for melee.
Baby, you don't even know. You got a body for melee.
You've been in the
Your
last
combat bonuses are off the scale.
You best roll your Thaco because we're doing second edition style.
No, we're not bringing math into the bedroom. Fuck that. No.
I just missed.
No.
I just missed Thaco.
No one else does. Okay, apparently somebody else does.
Okay, I'm not going to claim that I ever once understood it, but I do miss Thaco, and I don't even know why.
There's
Because kids need to know how hard that shit is.
No, they don't.
There's
Yes,
like
they
a
do.
silly saying with like sports, like if you find a girl that knows the offside rule, you should marry her. And I feel this is a tangential thing. Like if you know a girl that understands Thaco, you should go ahead and marry her.
I did,
Because
but
she
it
can
didn't work
be a
out.
Then she could probably do your taxes.
Yes.
Yes, it all breaks down to taxes.
Hire her. There you go.
That's right.
If you find a girl who
Although
knows
apparently,
Thaco, hire her.
There's a
Apparently,
gray
like-
line. There's a gray area between hiring and marriage that's pretty
Well,
awesome.
it depends. I mean, you could just get a Russian mail order bride. It's the same
Oh
thing.
man, I heard Russian order brides have bodies for melee.
But do they have minds for Thaco?
If I've heard
That's-
anything, Captain Janeway knows how to run a kitchen and has a body for melee. Orange is the new black ribbon. Sorry, guys. What I've watched lately at my $2 theater is Divergent.
Oh God, yes, we did.
I'm sorry.
It was $2.
How was it?
It was not worth $2.
If I was going to watch Shailene Woodley, I would have rather watched The Fault in Our Stars and cried like a child while eating ice cream, I think. But, yeah, Divergent wasn't really...
Yeah, you could just go watch Logan's Run and have way better time.
And this has been your Final Fantasy 14 minute.
Watch Logan's Run.
I'll sum Divergent up for you so you don't have to see it. It's essentially Hunger Games as you would expect since it's popular and has female protagonists, but it's Hunger Games crossed with the Harry Potter sorting hat. Finn. That was all. That was all movie.
I just, from the trailers, the impression I got was, special character finds out she's too special to be, left alive by the...
Spoiler, the special characters are regular human beings. Everyone else is weird. That's not really even a spoiler. It's like, you have the special ability to think individually and have also honesty and also deception and also strength and also intelligence.
You
It's
got the
like,
special
wait,
ability to decide what you want to do with your life.
You have the special ability to be normal.
But that's what I mean. Like, it makes these characters special by making everyone, making everyone incapable of normal thought. Like, basically, it's what you go through your teenagers thinking and then eventually grow out of when you realize other people are people too.
Well, it is based on a book aimed for
yes,
young
that's
teenagers,
kind
so...
of
It really wasn't.
Can't
the
everyone
worst
just read
message
just
at all.
2 Terra and be done with it?
So what?
Yeah.
There's a manga from the 70s?
Probably.
80s?
Maybe maybe late 60s.
Called 2 Terra.
Oh, okay.
Or Towards the Terra,
Or
you
Towards-
may know it
Yeah.
as, yeah. Which rocks and is awesome and has had a decent movie.
Is it baller? Is it most baller?
It's had a decent movie and a pretty good TV series, and it's a manga. And
What's the paper
You know,
quality?
speaking
alright.
of making a movie out of something,
That's all they care about
and be
anymore is
done
paper
with
quality.
it. What I have been watching lately is what was on the television this morning at SeishunCon. It was Dragon Ball Evolution.
I thought you were going to say the World Cup.
Wow.
Why would you do that
Dragon
to
Ball
yourself?
Evolution.
Why would
my
you do that
God.
to yourself?
The whole time that I watched it, I was like, this guy playing Goku is like a poor man's Aaron Paul from 5 years ago. Like, I was like, he's got a receding hairline that's just right, but it just wasn't. So what I'm saying is they should make Dragon Ball Evolution 2 with Aaron Paul as Goku.
Let's
just-
not do that.
and
I don't want to demoralize.
So you're gonna
the
get like a
genre.
Kamehameha, bitch.
Yes, of course.
that would almost make it worth it. Dragon Ball Evolution, though, it had Stoner Yamcha, and apparently the standing order to get the camera the hell off James Marsters the minute he started to seem like he was acting.
Yes,
But
we
they
did
got
watch
the capsule stuff right.
Strangely.
I will say, as someone who doesn't really know much about Dragon Ball, watching that movie, you can kind of see, I can understand how they adapted this from a cartoon. An episodic cartoon. Doing, broad swaths of episodes in, 15 to 30 minute segments. I can understand how they did it, but it doesn't translate. That doesn't work.
I find it is a very fascinating study of the corporate Hollywood adapting what is still, well, even then, as popular as Dragon Ball Z was at the time, a niche fandom, and trying to make it for mainstream while losing pretty much everything that was in the original material. And I don't mean like plot and story and the details, but just like the actual what made this story interesting. And I also find it interesting that it's really more an adaptation of Dragon Ball instead of Dragon Ball Z, because people don't care about Dragon Ball over here. They care about Dragon Ball Z.
That's why I'm really looking forward to people actually having a chance to go see the Battle of the Gods Dragon Ball Z movie.
In theaters, yeah, in August.
In theaters, because it's very much a Dragon Ball movie.
Do you have that event coming near you guys?
I don't know what theaters. Have they announced what theaters it's going to yet?
I don't know.
I think Nashville's getting it.
I would hope so. Probably at our Belcourt.
Knowing our luck, it'll be in Birmingham.
Well, it's just we're only an hour away.
I would not be surprised if
It would probably-
Knoxville got it.
It would probably be better for you to go to Nashville than Birmingham.
They get some pretty interesting stuff. Although you have to show up a little bit early because they will oversell them.
Yeah, because when I had to go see all the Madoka movies, it was in Birmingham. Short Piece ended up being in Birmingham. Huntsville, unfortunately, doesn't get any of the awesome, even though we actually have a better crowd for it.
We did get The Fart Lingers. I mean, The Wind Rises.
I was just thinking of this movie. There's 2 theaters in our area that one of them is an art house theater, and they occasionally get them. And then there's another one that's just like
It's a
in
Regal.
touch. Yeah, it's
But
Carmike actually, isn't it?
No, Regal Green Hills. So it's a chain theater, but it occasionally gets artsy movies. And by artsy, I mean it's the one that often gets
Wind
anime films.
Rises, Grand Budapest Hotel.
It's where we saw Wind Rises. It's also where we saw Arrietty, and both were like, meh.
If I recall from your review of it, you had the similar feeling of us, which was the art was pretty. It was a biopic, so I gave it that. And still.
There was the awesome two-fisted protractor action, but that's all it really had going for it.
Yes.
No,
if it
we got
not
to
been 2 hours long, I think it would not have gotten that reaction.
I wish
But
they would have
it
added
was-
at least 10 more minutes of that German guy eating watercress. Yes.
Werner
I can't get
Herzog.
enough of that.
Werner Herzog playing totally typecast as the creepy German guy.
No,
Yeah,
this
that-
movie, they need to be way more about planes or way more about war, one of the two.
Yeah.
Or you could have made it way more about the romance. You just need to focus on something.
Yeah.
When they were in their storyboard room, they decided to make it way more about smoking chain cigarettes.
Well, that was authentic. That was
Yes.
that was what you do.
Yeah.
And the real problem was, in the grand scheme of animated films, it wasn't really a bad movie, but by the grand scheme of Miyazaki films, it was kind of horrible.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bad one to go out on.
I think the reason that it was so frustrating for many of us was, and this sounds like we're beating it up, it was a quality movie. It was just, the thing that was so frustrating is, a lot of us have known and loved Miyazaki's work for so long. Mm-hmm. And this was the one where everybody was like, oh, amazing. I mean, or it was nominated for an Oscar and things like that. And it was just like, no. I mean, nominate Porco Rosso or nominate...
Yes. So that was what I came out of it. Was like, okay, if I'm going to ever need to recommend a flying anime movie, it's going to be Porco Rosso over this every single time.
Damn straight. At least they know where Alabama is in Porco Rosso.
And it will probably still be the dub because of Michael Keaton. Because I love Michael Keaton as Porco Rosso.
Michael Keaton makes everything better.
He does.
It's one of my favorite Miyazaki films, that and Nausicaa.
I love Nausicaa. I keep going back and forth. It's usually Nausicaa, Castle in the Sky, Porco Rosso, and Mononoke.
I believe Nausicaa is the first anime I ever saw. I don't know how we had it, because I think we recorded it off television with one of the top loader VCRs. But it was on one of our tapes.
Was it the Warriors
That
of
was,
the
about
Wind?
that was my next question. Was it Warriors
Oh
of
no,
the
it
Wind?
was. It was very much Warriors of the Wind. But one of my parents had apparently taped it off television. And
wow.
I would watch
My
it over
uncle
and over.
up in Missouri had a copy of it, and because he heard I like those Japanese cartoons, like I've got one of those, and so I would watch that particular version of that movie several times.
I think I
in a
stole a
week,
VHS of it somewhere, like an official VHS.
because it was all we had.
We've still got
Watch.
whatever we recorded off television somewhere. That VHS still exists.
I also have a VHS of the badly dubbed badly English dubbed for foreign markets Macross movie, which is the best horrible dub ever. Because it is the proto culture.
Speaking of out-of-date technology, I remember when, like, for Princess Mononoke, whenever I first watched it, was when AOL Instant Messenger was really popular, and you know how you had the little buddy icons you could make that were GIFs, or you could just get, but you could also make them? I remember making a little, was it what do they call it, Kodama? The little creepy
head
things
shaky
where
guy.
their head shook, yeah. I made one of them, and I remember having, like, the little Kodama or whatever it was with, like, a little line under the K or something, just like all the other buddy icons had, and the little shaking head. Man, to be 15 without responsibility.
But now you're whatever age you are without responsibility. So.
Yes, there's that.
And you can drink. Legally. Yes. When you said art house theater, did you mean the Belcourt?
Yes.
That's a pretty neat theater.
I like the Belcourt. It's got 2 screens. They showed Akira recently.
And they get...
Yeah, John hadn't seen Akira before, so we took him to a midnight showing.
Oh, cool.
And the heating, the air conditioning was not working that night.
My first viewing of Akira was in theater, which was kind of a unique experience.
Was that via the tug thing, or?
Yeah, I was, I think. One of the... No, actually, it was... Actually, I think they just decided to show it. The Belcourt does midnight showings every...
It's during their science month.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. They do midnight showings almost every weekend, and that was the one of their midnight showings. So it was a midnight showing of Akira. They had a tequila drink that they were selling that night called the Neo Tokyo that they sold out.
That's awesome. They also have wrist tracks. So.
That's crazy.
They're doing a new one in July, I think.
They're doing the 98 Godzilla movie.
Yeah. Have they done Sharknado yet?
No, they're doing Sharknado.
The July one is Sharknado.
98 Godzilla movie, though.
Yeah, but then they got Godzilla coming. Yeah, Sharknado and then Godzilla is the next one.
What they're kickstarting, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Are they kickstarting?
They raised Kickstarter money for Godzilla. If they make enough money, they're also going to do Anaconda.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Get to watch John Voight kill men with his legs and frame the Anaconda. Because that's how I always took that movie.
Yeah, John Voight was a psycho badass in that movie.
Every time I think of John Voight, I think of that car from Seinfeld. I'm the only one to watch that episode. But there's a pretty... Anyway.
I saw a lot of Seinfeld. I just don't remember a lot of it.
George Costanza ends up owning a car that once was owned by John Voight, or at least a John Voight, and the episode is about him figuring out if it is, in fact, the John Voight.
So this has been something.
It's been Ramblecast. You just have to remember, you can still fight when you're drunk. A fighting man has to have all of his courage.
What?
Find the bad Macross dub. Find it. Find it and enjoy. Or be afraid. You can find it as Clash of the Bionoids or Super Dimensional Fortress Macross. The Super Dimensional Fortress Macross version has got like nudity and blood in it.
And waifus?
And waifus. If Lin Min Mei is your thing, yes. She's like 12 though, so maybe 14. I don't remember.
She's your thing, please say
I'm
no.
sure on the back of the video it says everyone depicted as this is 18 or
But,
whatever.
it's the movie where Mikimoto decided to character design Min Mei floating in a zero-G impromptu shower naked, and the fanboys rejoiced. And then we realized...
Impromptu showers are the best.
Yes. Then we realized the fanboys are creepy.
Who likes to schedule their showers?
I know, right? Takes the fun out of life. Scheduling shower.
Speaking of taking the fun out of life, this has been the OSMcast, your podcast for everything awesome.
We're all going to take showers. Impromptu showers.
In 0G.
In 0G. I've been Basil. We've gotten Kevins and Dylans and Nikos and Charlies and Johns. And thank you very much for listening. Of course, if you want to listen to actual episodes of the OSMcast, there is OSMcast.com. Check out the Index of Awesome. If you want to send us emails, awesomecast@gmail. And if you hated this, please send all complaints to podcast@Chainsaw Buffet. And if you have complaints about the Chainsaw Buffet, you can send them to us. That's cool. We'll read them on the show. And if you want to go to MTAC,
because that's
good luck.
Whatever.
Because they still got to find a place to live. But you can go to Hamacon. We have a place to live.
At Nico
because we can never leave.
Yell at him.
And with that, we out.